Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. I hope you all are doing well. I'm Smera Healthy Aiwali from the platform of Viana Artificial Intelligence Teacher Training Institute, Level 1, Batch 25. Viewers, welcome to all of you in another episode of interviews as a task instructed by Rehan School in Level 1. Today in our studio, a very respectful guest. Her name is Miss Saima Education Wali. And viewers, let's start a discussion with Miss Saima on the topic of a very well-known topic of today's learning, that is the artificial intelligence. And we will see that how this artificial intelligence is evolving nowadays in different fields. So, without delay, let's start our today discussion. Welcome to the studio, Miss Saima. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Thank you so much for inviting me for this podcast. Thank you so much.
Okay, Miss Saima, first of all, I would like to know from you that kindly give a brief introduction to my viewers so that they can know about you.
I am Saima Hamid, and as well as my academics is concerned, I have done my master's in physics from GCU Lahore. Then I have done my MPhil, and now I am a PhD student. I am a PhD student of science education. Science education means how to teach sciences. Means my expertise are in the direction that how teachers should treat sciences in the classroom. This is my academic journey, and as well as my professional journey is concerned, I have after my MSc in physics, I have worked in both public and private sectors as a lecturer in physics. I have worked with the Army Public Schools, and right now I am working as a resource person with Allama Iqbal Open University. I am a content creator. I create content like educational content creator. I design content lesson plans, curriculums, and the things which are related to education. And this is the brief introduction of my academic and professional journey.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Saima. You introduced it in a very well. As you know, that our today topic is the future of online learning, online education. So, first of all, I would like to know that what does this word online learning means? Can you describe it in a simple word for my viewers?
Yes, yes, of course. For me, online education or online learning is that type of learning in which we are not physically interacted with our teachers, with our classrooms. We are in virtual classrooms. We learn from video lectures. We take classes or notes online. We deliver the things which have we have learned in online mode, and digital resources we use laptops, we use other digital gadgets, or this is simply I can say that is easily understandable for the people. This is online education.
Okay, that's all right, Miss Saima. You brief it very well. Miss Emma, what do you think that the future of online education is bright, or you can say that it would be involved with the students, like they may have health problems while they are studying long time on the screen or the computers or anything. So, what do you think about its future?
I feel so. The future of online education is very bright. I believe online education is more flexible. It is accessible. It a lot of opportunities are related with online education, and with AI and other technologies, it become more and more personalized. As you have connected a thing that how it can be adverse. Yes, it can be if we are unable to use it wisely. So it may be dangerous for our health, for our emotions, and other things, even for our relationships. All the things can affect. I want to elaborate the things which are in my mind about the technologies. Hopefully, I will remain able to clarify myself that I thought that any technology, any scientific discovery from which we are getting benefit nowadays is not for wasting our time. It is not uh, for making our productivity less. Everything which are developed till now and we are got benefited from the things, these are discovered, or these are with us because they are helping us, they are benefiting us. Same goes with AI and technologies and online education. It is for our benefit. It make our productivity more and more, it saves our time. But the real thing is that we have to understand the potential of this technology, and we have to keep the things in mind, that these are the things are for our benefit, not for wasting ourselves. So keeping this purpose in mind, we can rightly benefit from the things.
Okay, very well said. Miss Ame, as you say that if we concerned about the online learning future, so it would be very bright because it give us personalized learning, the option of very creative learning. What is the main point in your mind? Like, what is the advantage? If I say, what is the biggest advantage in your mind of this online learning?
Actually, Miss Sumera, I have got much benefit from online education. So I feel that as me and you both are women, and we can understand that how difficult is for a lady to pursue her education career, uh, see, especially after getting married. It is very difficult. But online education is given me this opportunity to pursue my career, to pursue my learning, to pursue my passion. It helps me a lot. So I feel so. It is benefiting the girls who are not married. Even it is beneficial for the male persons. But I feel so the biggest advantage is for women, and the social system that we have, it bound us. It didn't allow a lot of women to learn more and more, because you have to visit an education system or an educational institution that is location bound. Now education, online education is out of the boundaries. It is not on-site education, it is flexible, it is accessible. So I am enjoying this type of education, and I feel so everyone can benefit from it, and it has a lot of advantages.
Okay, that is all right. Miss Haima, as we are talking about the online learning today and the technology effect on it, so as you're concerned about the the females who are at home, so they are all also get benefited from online learning. What do you think that in the future, as we say that many of our institutions are shifted from the offline to online, and they have so many benefits, like you can study from home, you can study at any time when you have a space. So what do you think in future, will more people have study from their home, or they will attend the institutions?
Actually, it is my futuristic approach that I feel so. Yes, I think so. More people will probably choose a combination of home based and traditional learning. However, a physical classroom will still remain important, especially for social interaction and practical activities. So, the future of education will be the blend of both physical and online mode.
Okay, that is very clear approach. Miss Saima, tell me that how can, if we are talking about the our today technology, which is the artificial intelligence, it is the boom of AI nowadays. So, what do you think that how AI can change the online education in the future?
Uh, AI can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, I said that as we are living in the era of changing technology very rapidly, and now it is the boom of AI. That it like it is the boom of artificial intelligence. It is circulating a lot in our society nowadays, and it is incorporated in many fields. So, what do you think? How can AI, like artificial intelligence, change the online education in future?
Okay, okay, I got it. Actually, AI can make learning much more personalized. It is the most beautiful thing that I feel so. The change with AI in online mode of education. I can identify a student's strength and weakness very easily. I can provide instant feedback by the use of AI. I can explain different concepts in different modes. As I am an online teacher as well, I have found that when some of my students are the average ones, so I give them AI a topic, and I tell them, uh, tell the tool that my student is average. So make the question or the assessment that is easily understandable and for my students. So the assessment is up to the mark. So it is I can say AI has changed online education, and it has made AI has made online education more productive and more convenient for the teachers.
Okay, as you said that AI changed the way of online learning or the way of learning in future, and it will be more productive and will be more personalized for the student. So, what do you think in future? Every student have its own assistant, like AI learner, for which they can learn from the different subjects or their concerned studies. Every student have their own assistant in future or not?
Yes, yes. I feel so when I use AI. I feel so that AI is my assistant. When I am in hurry, I make my tasks in shorter time with the help of AI. I assign some tasks to AI and take a result from them. Everyone can, not only the students, everyone can take assistance from AI tools. So the students are also in this world, and when there is uh, the existence of such a powerful tools, so everyone can take benefit from that. Same for the students.
Okay, Miss Aima, as we are talking about the AI, online learning, and the students, now we go one step more towards the teachers. As we know that teachers are the very important, or we can say that the backbone of our education system. So, if I want to know that how this AI can replace the teachers, or they can just redefine them, and how these skills, the AI skills, should the teacher needs in the future for their students.
Actually, I can say that yes, AI can replace the teachers, but the sentence is not complete. But AI will replace those teachers who are not the lifelong learner, who are not improving or learning with the passage of time, because this is the era. After I can say that everything is changing with a very fast speed. if you have is some idea about mathematics, I can say that it is not directly proportional with time. The speed of change is not directly proportional with time. It is exponentially proportional, because if today the speed is 2, the next day it will be 4, on the other day it will be 16. So the speed of change is very fast, and if a person or a teacher is not uh, keeping this speed of learning with changing era, so uh, it can be replaced with AI tools. But if he is learning, he is improving him or herself with the passage of time, so it cannot be replaced. And it
Okay.
is much more important that understand the potential of AI, understand the purpose of AI, understand the importance of technology, that we are here to take benefit from these type of things. We are not here to uh, to do whole from the technology.
Okay, yes, viewers, I am completely agree with Miss Haima's point of view that AI will not replace the people who are equipped themselves with the new technology, but it definitely replace those human beings who cannot learn or equip themselves with the new technology or the AI. So, Miss Haima, kindly tell me that will students be able to learn more at their own pace in the future because they have their own assistant, and don't you think then they don't need the teachers, or there is still is a window for need their teachers for their assistant like in the studies?
Exactly, exactly. As we know that future learning is more personalized and self-paced, uh, I feel so. Technology allow us to ask more and more many times. It can repeat the things. So I think so. Technology is addressing the needs of the students, so I feel so students, it will be much more beneficial for the students. Now it is also beneficial for the students. In the future it will be more beneficial.
Okay. Ms. Saima, as we are talking about the students, teachers, what do you think? Like the student can be of any age. Can online education be beneficial for the people of all ages, or it is only specific to our school going or the college going university students? What do you think about it?
I feel so a structured environment is required, because in younger ages, I feel so, it is my opinion and experience, in younger ages kids are uh, not able to realize the distractions or the importance of time. They may lose their interest in studies, and maybe they play much more games, and they are indulged with the things which are not socially or morally acceptable for us, because when we are in front of screens, anything can be possible. So I feel so that a structured environment, parents guidance, and uh, role of teacher is very much important when you are exposing your students with online education. So with a structured environment, with a noble and gentle instructions, you can take benefit of online education in every ages, but with a structured environment.
Okay. As our today topic is about the online learning and education, and it revolves around the teachers and the students. So, Ms. Saima, if we are talking about the online learning, there is a concept of virtual classroom. So, how can these virtual classroom becomes better in the future?
There will be AI tutors, there will be virtual laboratories, there will be simulations, interactive whiteboards will be there, there will be learning through games, collaborative activities will be going on in our virtual classrooms. Uh, I feel so. The virtual classroom will be more engaging, more will be focusing more on active participation of the students, because virtual classrooms are designed to make learning through online mode. So they are much more focused how we are engaging our students. So in our physical classrooms, uh, many times we ignore this thing, that we are engaging our students, we are involving the students. But virtual classrooms are designed especially for keeping all these things in mind. So I feel so they will address these things much more as compared to the physical classrooms.
Okay. You elaborate very well the virtual classrooms. If we take the examples of our physical classrooms, there are the practicals rooms, or we can say the labs. When we were learn in our universities, there were practical classrooms like the computer lab, like the biology lab. If we shifted the knowledge towards the online and online education, there are virtual classroom. What do you think, Miss Haima? Can practical learning also be improved through this online education in future or not?
I want to share my personal experience with you to answer
Yes.
this question. Once I was teaching in a remote area school, and there was not laboratory, and I I am a physics teacher, so I was very uh, you can say very much in difficulty that how I can manage laboratory for my students. The students are 10 in number at that time. So I have got permission from the authority that I go to the laboratory of boys school, and from there my students, girl students, may interact with the equipment, with the laboratory environment, and they after that they will be able to perform in the examination. So the permission was granted for only for 5 days. I was in very feel I was feeling very difficult that how in 5 days how I will be able to demonstrate all the things. I have taken the help of online education or online videos. I have taken help from YouTube. I have extracted the material. I have dig out the YouTube videos on the practicals. So I have trained my students, I have elaborated my students that how these equipments are working. And I found that within 5 days the students of 10th class was able to perform in the examination very well, with the blend of online that they have learned by visual things and by doing practical just for 5 days. And the time was only, I can say, if I calculate, it was not more than 15 hours. In 15 hours they are able, the students are able to give their exam. So this is the beauty, that how you are managing the challenges with the thing that you are passionate to do something. If you are loyal with your students, you are committed with your students, you have a good bonding with your student, so there is the room for the things that anything can be done. So practical things, non-practical things, teaching learning process, all these things I feel so are based on the intention of the teacher and student. If your intention is good, I feel so many things are resolved.
Okay, viewers, as we are talking about the online like learning today, if I say the online education, rather it's an online job or it is the matter of online business, one thing is very important for it. Rather, I can say it is the backbone for our online process or online education. That is the a stable internet connection. So, Miss Saima, I want to know that how important is this internet connection or internet accessibility for the future of online education?
It is absolutely, it is very important. We are in this time when we have energy crisis or we have load shedding, we are unable to do anything. Same is the case, and for the areas which are remote ones, there is not even the good internet connections. I can say that we are talking about the benefits of online education. So if we are not able to connect with internet, so these all things are not possible. So it is the main thing that must be addressed to got benefited from that.
Okay, Ms. Saima, as we are talk about online learning, we talk a lot about it, its benefits, and how this learning would be possible. What are the essential elements needed for this online learning? Tell me if I say that is it affordable in the future? Because affordability is the major problem. So, what do you think? This online learning would be affordable for the parents, for their kids, or the other learners? Because we are living in a developing country and we have limited resources. What do you think about it?
Yes, I feel so. Online education can be done with limited resources. If I mention some of online platforms like Udemy and edX, they have designed their courses for online students, and first they have invested a lot on for making their online courses, and now they are getting benefit from that. If we are able to design over metric courses, to design over some other courses, FSC courses, we are able to design. It is a one time investment. After that, we are getting the benefits from that. So I feel so. The main problem is the availability of digital gadgets and online resources. If
Okay,
we remain able to develop the courses, so it will be beneficial, not an issue at all. It will be much more convenient, much more affordable as well, because there is not the need of a building. We are not making any building for we do not have electricity bills for educational institution at that time, if we are moving towards online education. So I feel so it is much more economic.
okay, okay, viewer. This is the time to wrap the show. Miss Saima, thank you very much for joining us today and shared your valuable insights. You spoke very well about our today topic.
Thank you so much, thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, Allah Hafiz, Miss Saima, and Allah Hafiz, all the viewers who are joining us today in our live show. See you in the next show soon with different topic and a new guest. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Be healthy, keep learning, and make the use of AI wisely. So, Allah Hafiz for the next time.